This is a CBS2 update. I'm Dick Brennan. Harvey Weinstein's defense attorney is questioning whether he can get a fair trial in New York. CBS2's Rena Roy has more.
We just left criminal court here in Lower Manhattan, where Harvey Weinstein's defense attorney, Benjamin Bronfman, raised concerns to the judge about a fair trial for Weinstein, saying the district attorney's office has an unprecedented amount of pressure from the public to indict and convict Weinstein, who did not appear in court today. Bronfman would not disclose many details about his conversation because the judge has sealed it, as Weinstein maintains he did not commit the sex crimes he's accused of. Bronfman added that one of the unidentified women accusing him of rape had a consensual relationship with him for years.
Handling criminal cases on both sides, I've really never been in that position where I am defending a crime which is serious on its face, but when you drill down into it, based on my investigation, also, in my opinion, absurd. Mr. Weinstein's state of mind is serious, and you can only imagine what your state of mind would be if you've been accused of a very serious crime which you maintain you did not commit.
Weinstein was arraigned here on Friday on rape, criminal sex act, sexual abuse, and sexual misconduct charges. He posted bail and is due back in court in July. We did reach out to prosecutors for comment, and we're still waiting to hear back.
Police are investigating a deadly stabbing in the Norwood section of the Bronx. 18-year-old Damian Gilbert was found stabbed to death on DeKalb Avenue early this morning. A witness tells CBS2 he saw two men fighting inside his building before the altercation spilled out into the street. So far, no arrests have been reported. This afternoon, Starbucks is closing more than 8,000 cafes across the country for racial bias training. CBS2's Janelle Burrell has more.
Starbucks executives say today's nationwide training is one of the most transformational moments in the company's nearly 50-year history. This viral cell phone video, the catalyst for their decision to hold the anti-bias seminar. In the footage, you see two black men at a Starbucks in Philadelphia being arrested. It happened last month after they were denied access to the restaurant's bathroom. The men were sitting in the cafe and hadn't bought anything because they say they were waiting for a friend when the manager called police.
It was a reprehensible situation that we took complete ownership of.
The company's executive chairman, Howard Schultz, today on CBS This Morning called the incident embarrassing and horrifying. Schultz said Starbucks' leaders felt shutting down for sensitivity training was critical.
We all have unconscious bias, and I think we're living at a time in America where there is a fracturing of humanity. And we have an opportunity, given the fact that we have stores in every community in America, to begin a very important conversation.
As part of today's training, Starbucks got input from diversity experts, creating a curriculum for its 175,000 employees that includes team members breaking into small groups to talk about their own experiences. They'll watch a documentary about bias. They'll also learn more about the history of racial discrimination in public places in the United States, and they'll hear directly from company leaders through virtual videos.
I'm not sure if they needed to close all the stores to do that. However, training is important and inclusion is important.
I don't know if it's going to make a difference, but I think it was a good move.
Customers we spoke with seemed open to the idea, but skeptical, including Eric Norred, who says he's been kicked out of Starbucks himself.
Actions speak louder than words. So after the training, how they behave after the training, then we'll know. But until then, I don't know.
Since the April incident in Philadelphia, Starbucks has changed its policy, allowing people to use its bathrooms and sit in its cafes without having to buy anything. As for the two men who were arrested, they did reach a settlement with the company for an undisclosed amount. From the Upper West Side, Janelle Burrell, CBS 2 News.
We have a happy update for you about one of those children injured in a school bus accident almost 2 weeks ago. Our cameras were there as 11-year-old Brennan O'Callahan came home from the hospital today. He was one of several children injured when his school bus collided with a dump truck on Route 80. A teacher and another student died in the crash. Brennan had a punctured lung, broken bones, and a concussion. While he was in the hospital, he got presents and messages of encouragement from the New York Rangers and the New York Giants. New information about that Upper West Side fire that killed a disabled man. The FDNY says it was accidentally started by smoking. The 28-year-old was found unconscious in his bedroom on West 105th Street and died later at the scene. Fire investigators say there was no smoke alarm in the bedroom, but there was working ones in the rest of the apartment. His family says he was in a wheelchair and may not have been able to escape the flames. Some heroic efforts during a fire in Chelsea that injured 4 firefighters. Flames poured out of the windows Monday at a building on West 23rd Street and 7th Avenue. The fire gutted 2 apartments on the top floors, but no residents or their pets were injured. Many are calling doorman Jay Santana a hero. He went from door to door saving people and their pets from the burning building.
We went to rescue the dogs and the cats that were in the building that nobody was tending to. And I try to remember everybody that was in the building and especially the animals.
A lot of the residents are very grateful for what you did.
And I'm grateful to help anybody out in the building. I love this place.
Nice job, Jay Santana. 4 firefighters suffered minor injuries battling the flames. The cause of the fire is under investigation. Lava from the Kilauea volcano in Hawaii has authorities going door to door telling people in one neighborhood that a massive flow is heading their way. Lava started spouting from a large crack in the ground, destroying 10 homes. CBS 2's Carter Evans has more.
Lava continues to devastate this community more than 3 weeks after the crisis began. Newly reactivated fissures are spewing molten rock and toxic gas, destroying buildings as the lava moves at a rate of some 90 feet every hour. This is inside Leilani Estates now. Neighbors told us this fissure had become active again. It was starting to fountain. You can see it's in full force now, launching lava 50 feet into the air. The neighborhood was already under evacuation orders, but emergency officials said they had to go door to door to more than 20 homes to get holdouts to leave.
Kind of disturbingly, some people just refused to leave. We had one gentleman that had to be kind of rescued. His only way out was through his back door and through the forest.
Last Monday, I just walked back here. I was like, oh, there's a damn crack in my backyard.
A big one.
A big one. You know?
Tam Hunter says the active lava is still 2 blocks away from his house, but he's packing up and getting out after a 20-foot deep crack opened up on his property and destroyed his neighbor's home. It split the ground open right in between 2 trees in your backyard.
Yeah, literally. So this is my little garden, area, and it goes right to the corner of their house.
Energy officials confirmed Monday that lava covered 2 wells at the Puna Geothermal Ventures power plant. They carried out safety measures to prevent the wells from emitting dangerous hydrogen sulfide gas, but those concerns continue as more wells are threatened by the 2,000-degree molten rock. And it's not just dangers from the lava that people are concerned about. It's also these gases, the volcanic gases that are emitted during this eruption. This smoke is actually asphalt burning off this street. So authorities are keeping a close eye on the wind direction here. There's a concern about VOG, or a volcanic fog, spreading across the islands. Carter Evans, CBS News, Pahoa, Hawaii.
The remnants of Tropical Storm Alberto are soaking parts of the South this afternoon. The subtropical depression toppled some trees in Alabama, and warnings are still out for flash flooding in that state, as well as Georgia, Tennessee, and the Carolinas. But some daring surfers, look at these guys, who are taking advantage of the waves that the storm was kicking up. Not sure that's such a great idea. All right, here's Sean Elliott with a look at our weather.
Wow, have you been outside? It is hot and humid today. I know the big 3-day weekend is over. Now it feels like summer. So 87, humid again. Yes, sir. And with the heat and humidity, can't rule out a pop-up shower storm. Won't be widespread, but definitely a potential byproduct. Wednesday, backdoor cold front. I knew I'd get it out. Brings us down to 74 with a stray shower possible, and then it's just unsettled to wrap up the week.
Fleet Week ships are starting to depart. The USS Arlington HMCS Moncton left from Pier 90 on the west side just a few hours ago. Other ships are scheduled to leave throughout the day. We're sorry to see them go. More than 2,300 sailors, Marines, and Coast Guardsmen and women were in this city for Fleet Week. A New Jersey dentist is trying to make office visits a little easier for his younger patients, and his work has now gone viral. Take a look.
Right over here. Comes in over here. until your kittens learn to control themselves.
Where is it?
And their tools.
Do you have it?
Afraid they cannot
Check your
wear
hands.
their yellow belts.
Is it on the chin? Let me see.
This is Dr. A.L. Simchi from Riverfront Pediatric Dentistry in Elmwood. This video is him entertaining a patient with those amazing lights. Listen to this. It's been viewed more than 32 million times. You really can't get enough of it. Absolutely adorable. Well, that's your CBS 2 News update. Stay with us online, on social media, and of course, on TV. I'm Dick Brennan with the latest.